Hi, what's your name?
Tim Love.
Are you a bodybuilder?
I compete nationally with for the OPA and the CBBF, sponsored by JW Foods.
Really? Now, so if I want to look like you, what are you eating?
It's all JW Foods. Everything for me is prepared at JW Foods. They take care of my rice, they take care of my chicken, my steak, my yams, my potatoes. Everything is prepared by JW Foods.
What do you mean they take care of it?
Bill at JW Foods will prepare your food, weigh your food, cook your food, and portion it as you want. Even go so far as to season it with things like Mrs. Dash that I want, the way I want it.
So you don't know how to cook, is that it?
All I can say is eating 8 to 9 meals a day, it gets really monotonous. It takes up a huge amount of time. So I can save some time, and I can get Bill to prepare it for a reasonable, awesome cost.
You eat 9 meals, which is better than eating 3 meals, right?
Exactly. I try to make smaller meals, spread them out through the day to increase my metabolism, keep my day going.
Okay, super. So when did you get into this?
I've been bodybuilding now for about 15 years, basically competing at the national level for the last 3 years.
Okay, and how did you come across this?
Basically it started just for a price thing. I wanted to buy the cheapest, most effective chicken I could get, and this was my way. I drove down to Toronto and found that JW Foods had the best price on frozen chicken breasts, and it just expanded from there. I learned everything that Bill offered for his services.
Okay, thanks so much. Hey, so you must be Bill.
I'm Bill.
Okay, so when did you start this?
1995, we took it over from our father, which was one of the largest food distributing companies in Ontario, and we took it over and we dedicated it to portion control customized meal plans. JW Foods was created then.
So why customized portion meal plans?
We saw a niche in the market for a lot of athletes that were portioning their meals on a Sunday for the entire week. So our concept was, how can we take that work away from the athlete and offer it to the public? And so we started to do portion control meals for Jay Cutler, a lot of the pro bodybuilders, and then we saw a market for the average mom and dad at home who also needed something that was dedicated to a healthier, cleaner lifestyle. So really it's your protein, your carbs, and your greens, all customized.
Now, are they the natural products too?
You know what? These are all natural products that are raised and bred here in Ontario. So the poultry all comes out of Milton, Ontario, Sargent Farms to the abattoir, and it's a grain-fed, free-range, no added antibiotics or hormones. We got bison, kangaroo, ostrich, a lot of game, a lot of product.
So again, it's hormone-free and things like that.
You know what? Absolutely. We've dedicated ourselves to finding out the truth behind the market and finding out the truth behind the product. And a small example to that is organic chicken. Everybody thinks organic chicken is the best you can possibly get. What they do that they don't tell the public is they fill their packaging with the nitric gas. That's how you can go to any butcher shop and ask the guy behind the counter, how do you keep chicken for 2 weeks fresh? No preservatives. There's got to be truth behind the industry. The industry needs to change its way of thinking and how it's doing things.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Bill. You've got on your menu here, you've got only a few types of food groups, and under that, you only have a few types of foods.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why did you select these particular ones? Let's walk with you. For example,
yeah,
you got a breakfast options, different flavored oats. I have oatmeal in the morning, so we're doing good.
Well, oats are very important for you, okay? But we have banana oatmeal loaf, which is egg whites, oatmeal, stevia with blueberries. And then we have a banana one, walnut, peach, strawberries, mango. These come in a 3-ounce oat. They're 15 grams of protein. And really, for a female, 15 grams of protein is a pretty good way to start your morning. You take these packages, drop them in water, boil the water, open them up and eat them. Real simple.
That's it.
Or you take 2 of those and you add the nuts and more, or the P28, and then you're bumping it up to 20 grams of protein before you even walk out of the gym. Now, on the proteins, the reason we picked the beef, the fish, and the chicken is a lot of bodybuilders and a lot of trainers are promoting that as being what they want their athletes to be eating because they're clean eating. So like a sirloin and a flank steak would be your beef. We added strip loins and tenderloin because the average person loves those. The fish, we got all your white fish, all wild. And then poultry, of course, turkey and chicken. Those are standard. Those are really standard products that we would, as a company, promote because that's what the masses want.
Let me ask you this, Bill. Okay, what's your name?
Tim Love.
Tim. If I'm going to look like you, and I'm a skinny guy, how will I take? And I don't exercise. I don't do the weights or anything else. Will I gain weight by using your food program?
No, you know what? This is a lifestyle change. There's no magic pills out there. There's no magic bullet. Everybody's body's different. And you know what? Really, ultimately, to look like Tim or to look like anyone else takes a lot of years of dedication and effort.
So if
it's
I want to gain,
not always about what you're eating. It's about what you're doing and what you're promoting. Okay.
So if I were to eat smaller meals, which I think is the key, rather than 3 big ones, and I'm a skinny guy, would I naturally put on weight by eating better and smarter, as you have here, because these are the best foods to eat to gain weight and muscle naturally?
We have programs all set up to help people if they were looking to put on size. Then you would increase your carbs, you increase your proteins to get your size up. Proteins build muscle. Carbs will fuel yourself.
And you've got specific foods that you found in your research that will do that naturally.
Oh, 100% naturally. That's the key word. There's a lot of magic fat burner pills out there. There's a lot of these magic things that whey proteins and all these other things. But we got to be careful, because when you really look at the health industry or the food industry in general, and you research what's going on behind the scenes, you'd be dismayed on what they're classifying as being healthy for you. It's not always the truth. Carrageenan, sucralose, cornstarch, all these things are added to a lot of stuff that we're taking and putting in our body, and those cause inflammation in your body. I'm not about selling the product. I'm about educating the consumer.
Okay, so educate me. If I want to order this, how does it work?
You go to jwfoods.com. You go into our fully prepared portion control meals. You put everything in the basket. So right here. So you go into our website, and there, simply said, you put everything into the basket, you order, and then we ship out to supplement companies throughout Ontario. So you'll go on my website and you'll see where the location is that's closest to you, and we'll ship to that area.
So I can order like a whole month supply at a time?
Absolutely.
You
can order a sample patch, you can order a whole month, you can order a year's supply.
What I like about this, aside from being natural, even this, it's that as portion control is not being a cook or having the time, two things, you've done it for us. And to have 6 or 8 meals throughout the day rather than 3 big ones is actually more.
Your average meal is costing about $5 per meal. If anyone tells you they can't afford $5 a meal, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
We need to revamp what we're spending our money on. Proteins for children, for adults, for seniors is extremely important on how you portion your meals throughout the day.
So do you ship these across Canada and internationally, or what?
The fully cooked portion control meals are across Canada. The raw product, I'm a provincially inspected plant, so we can only sell for resale in Ontario. But fully cooked, as long as I'm selling to the end user, I can sell anywhere in the world, really.
Okay, tell me about this again. You just had boiling water on top of it, and you put the lid put the lid over it or something?
Well, this was created for a lot of police officers that are on the road.
Oh, really?
So really what we did was, police officers are saying they want to eat something healthy. So we came up with a package deal like this. They simply take their protein, their carbs, and their greens.
So what's this?
This is flank steak with green beans and quinoa.
Again, it's a small meal because we'll have more throughout the day.
Portion meals are what we should be doing.
Right.
So a police officer will take this to a Tim Hortons or an Esso, get them to fill it up with hot water. They put the lid on, they put it in their car, they let it sit in the car for 5 minutes just to warm it up. They drain the water out, so they'll drain the water. They open this package up, cut them, put them inside the box, and
voila, eat.
Absolutely.
That's
Got
pretty
themselves
cool.
a healthy meal. Now we're also doing something for children and schools. This here, we're putting the JW Foods logo on it with the school's name, and right here you got fully cooked portion control meals. So a mom and dad at home, they got getting their kids ready for school. My God, that's the most stressful time in the day. What are we going to give the kids for lunch? You take these meals, put them in a pot of water, turn on the stove, let the water boil. Take your kid's lunchbox, open it up, put the meals inside there, put this back in their knapsack, close it up, put the kids' school stuff in there, and the kids go to school with the healthiest meal possible. I'm now setting it up with the Board of Toronto Board of Education, and also the York region, to promote a healthier lifestyle for kids that are going back to school in September.
That's good, very good.
Unfortunately, mom and dad in today's society both have to work. It's very difficult for a single parent to try to raise kids in this city that we live in. So now we've created meals that are actually $5 a meal. Anyone can afford that, and it's clean eating. Contest prep, no preservatives, no salts, all clean.
And the right types of foods and the right portions.
Absolutely.
Not just any foods.
I can't emphasize enough. These bags are from Germany. The Germans are brilliant at what they create. These bags are all chemical free. I've got all the paperwork on them. And these bags are the most brilliant things that the Germans ever created. You take these packages, and when you drop them in the water, it does two things. When you boil water, it actually kills bacteria. Cross-contamination and bacteria is eliminated right off the risk. You have no risk whatsoever. When water hits boiling point, it actually kills all bacteria. The other thing is, the average person out there steams their veggies.
Yeah.
When you steam your veggies, you lose all the nutrients in the water. These bags here retain all the nutrients. You lose nothing. You got all the nutrients right there. You're losing nothing. Very, very healthy for you.
Very good. It's a good investment.
You know what?
You think so? Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of processors continuously dropping the ball. I'm sick and tired of 15-year-old kids that have diabetes and are obese and that are dying of cancer and have gluten issues and nut allergies. I blame the processors. It's the processors that have done it. No, the farmers work hard. You can never blame a farmer. The abattoir just gets the animals ready for the market. It's the processors that have continuously done the damage that we see today.
Okay. So again, your message is more meals. 8. How many portions would you recommend? 6 or 8?
You know what? To start, I always tell people 3 to 4. As you grow, and if you want to put on size, you want to tone out, you can up that. And then we play around with the proteins and the carbs to bring them up and down. So everybody's different. What works for one guy is not going to work for you.
And you've got these different programs available on your site.
We have a nutritionist and a naturopath on site, and we also have foot specialists too. So our site is going to be a one-stop stop.
Great.
That's it. And no matter where you're in Ontario, we can get the product to you.
Great. So more information, your website is?
jwfoods.com, or you can come to the plant at 2201 Brimley Road in Scarborough.
Great. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.